Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Geek Done Right Live. It's still the show where I talk about whatever it is I feel like. I'm Chris. Thanks for coming to geek out with me. So, yeah, I'm actually, I'm keeping track of things, and also I am trying to set up and share this live stream, so anybody that wants to join in can. It's totally cool. Yeah, so get shareable link. There we go. All right, cool. And I'm going to post. Oh, I guess I should check. Oh, hey! Welcome to whoever joined me. Glad you're here. I'm just posting on my personal Facebook and trying to get some more people in here. And I'm going to post to Twitter too. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Feel free to talk to me in chat. Ask questions or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So one of the things that I'm definitely looking forward to coming up soon is I'm looking forward to Black Friday. I always look forward to that. And next week is really going to be one of the busiest weeks for me because I love doing a Black Friday TV deals video. And, excuse me. And I'm definitely going to be doing one again. And I believe that I usually wait for like certain ads to come out in order for me to do that video. And there's a couple of places that I usually like to look for when it comes to Black Friday ads and see what has come out, what the latest things are. And the cool thing about it too is that it also, these places also give you, or some of them give you ads that give you some pretty good deals for even before Black Friday. So while I'm waiting for more people to join, or if anybody else is going to join, and if you're here watching, just go ahead, say what's up in chat. I'm definitely monitoring chat and trying to make sure that everybody that I respond to everybody. So, anyways, let's take a look and see what's going on. Okay, so this is definitely one of the first places I look. It's blackfriday.fm, as you can see up there, and it's also, I guess, gotten bought out by Deals Plus, but I've always gone to blackfriday.fm. Deals Plus seems to be kind of like a conglomerate of a bunch of different sites as well, but you can go and look at the ads from last year. These are not out yet. So this is like all the trending Black Friday news and stuff like that. Like you can look Amazon Holiday Home and electronics gift guides, so you can see that kind of thing. They have some decor stuff and all that. You can see there the Xbox One S 1 terabyte Battlefield 5 bundle, which is $300. I mean, and that's also, I think, going to probably end up being the price for Black Friday as well. I'm not completely sure, but that's going to be my theory. Philips Hue lights, if you want to get into the Philips Hue system, that's $99 instead of $150. But these are that's just for the smart bulbs. Does it include the main base? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it does. So that's a nice little starter kit just to get you started on Philips Hue, and then you can just expand from there. I mean, the bulbs are relatively expensive, so. Yeah. 65-inch 4K for, holy cow, this must be their flagship. Yeah, that's their flagship OLED. Or one of their flagship OLEDs. I mean, that's not bad for an OLED. That's really not bad for an OLED. And LG, to me, has definitely some of the better OLEDs. For those that don't know what OLED is, that stands for Organic Light Emitting Diode. And the difference between the organic LEDs and your traditional LEDs in a TV is that the organic LEDs, when instead of trying to emit a light that creates a black, the pixel's just off, and that way you get perfect blacks. That's one of the nice things about it. It gives you a lot of really good definition and stuff like that. And they've really improved the quality of OLED. My big issue with OLED is the fact that it has burn-in. Now, people say, oh, it takes so long and you have to have graphics up on the screen and all that stuff. Well, there's a lot of places that have like little icons in the corner or different things like that when you're trying to watch it, and you might forget and just leave the TV turned on. I mean, I know that there's a lot of things that can keep that from being a problem, but yeah, there's still a pretty good chance of burning. In fact, recently I've been to like Sam's Club and they had an LG OLED up and it had like some serious burn-in issue. Yeah, they finally replaced it after me making a few comments to some of their salespeople. But yeah, you're still gonna get burn-in, and as long as that's a thing, you won't see me buying an OLED. Like, I'm not gonna spend that much money for the possibility of having burn-in. It's just not. Mm-mm. Let's see. Just checking one more thing real quick. Sorry. All right. Going back to that list. The A7R3. I don't know that this is much of a deal, to be honest with you. I mean, just for the base. I mean, I've seen that price pretty standard. I mean, and also one of the things that I do have to say about the A7R3 is, even though it's a 42 megapixel, I personally think that the A7 III is a little bit cleaner and when it comes to video. Now, if you're down for photography, the A7R3 is fantastic and worth every penny. But the A7R3 for video, trust me, the A7 III actually looks a little sharper, a little cleaner, a little bit nicer. The other thing that's nice about the A7R, though, is the in-body stabilization. That's a little bit better, but I mean, the price difference between the A7R3 and the A7 III is, yeah, it's more worth your time and money to just go ahead and get the A7 III. Ooh, the Oral-B Genius Pro is on sale. Whoo. Yeah, that's way too much money to spend on a toothbrush, in my opinion. I've got like the lower version of this, and it works great. It really does. Yeah, an extra $20 off coupon. Nice. So, $150 when you can spend $100 and get something just as good. Yeah. No way. A compact laser printer. Yeah, I would definitely say that that's worth it. It's handy to have a laser printer around. Brother's a pretty decent printer company, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Yeah, these aren't like incredible sales. Who uses pop sockets? Just wondering. But yeah, so that's one of the things that you can see from the Black Friday FM site. They've got some pretty good predictions for Black Friday. I mean, it's really all about like things that we've seen previous Black Fridays. The previous generation of iPad is going to have a decent sale, and the thing about iPads being on sale at places like Walmart or Best Buy is that well, especially Walmart, you'll see usually a gift card along with that really makes it an even better deal. So you get a halfway decent iPad and a pretty decent sorry, my nose is itchy. And you get a gift card along with it, just in a sense, kind of giving you your money back a little bit to where you can use that on something else. Yeah, you'll see video games anywhere from $5 to $15. You'll see, I'm willing to bet that the Destiny bundle, that includes Forsaken or something, there'll be some sort of addition with that. You'll probably see for anywhere from $30 to $40, and that'll get you both Forsaken and everything that's come out before Forsaken. We're coming up on the time where you're gonna see the where the new DLC is gonna be coming out. I think that's called the Black Armory, and so spending $40 to get Destiny 2 and all the other DLCs along with it, up to Forsaken, grinding that for a little bit, and then also paying for the season pass. I think that is going to be worthwhile. So keep an eye out for that for Black Friday. The games deals are going to be ridiculous. Yeah, they're really not hitting like the hard ones, but yeah, you will probably see Samsung for that, Philips for that. But keep in mind too that these are like kind of their lower level TVs. They're gonna look pretty decent. If you're upgrading from 1080p, they're gonna be worth the upgrade. Also, be aware when you're upgrading to 4K, distance. So how far is your couch gonna be away from the TV? To be honest, if you're a good distance away from the TV, the only way you're really going to notice the difference between 1080p and 4K really is if you go up to like a 65 instead of a 55. 55 inch, you'll probably see some similarities to the 1080p. You might see maybe a little improvement just because of like better backlight or better processing overall. You might see some color improvement, but to really be able to see the difference in the detail, you're going to have to at least go to a 65 inch. If you're a little bit closer to the TV, like 10 feet or whatever, 55 inch is going to be just fine. Even a 50 inch will be just fine as far as being able to see the detail. If that doesn't really matter to you, get the size that you want within your budget. But be aware that it may not be necessary to upgrade to 4K, because especially if your TV's working just fine, it may not be necessary. But if it's just something that you want, go for it. Why not? Pre-lit trees. Yeah. I got a new tree last year from Sears. It's pretty cool. It spins. I might live stream it. Yeah, and you see the toys listings. Oh, this is actually pretty handy. I've been kind of annoyed at a lot of these Black Friday stores taking up Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday, y'all, not Thanksgiving Day sales, all right? I remember the stores opening at midnight and the excitement of like kind of waiting in line for that, but you're not missing out on your entire Thanksgiving. You could show up at maybe like 7 p.m. and be able to just have some fun with it. But yeah, now you basically have to miss out on Thanksgiving with your family in order to get a decent spot in lines where you're going to be able to get any of those doorbusters. I mean, yes, a lot of it is going to be online now, but some of the best deals, like last year's, I think it was a 55-inch TV from Toshiba for $198. I mean, you have to miss out on Thanksgiving with your family and friends in order to be able to do that. And for me personally, I don't think it's worth that, you know? And you can get the same TV later for about $100 more. I mean, yes, it's not as great a deal, but it's still a pretty halfway decent deal. And I believe that the new ones have Roku TV built in them. So, yeah. So a list like this is kind of nice. And there's a lot of stores that are not going to be open. I mean, Costco always is good to their employees and making sure that they don't work on holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas and different other times. Ace Hardware, nice. So these are all the stores that you can expect to see. I mean, Guitar Center, Harbor Freight, Hobby Lobby, Home Depot. Their sales are going to be on Friday, hence Black Friday. Yeah, it's just kind of a little ridiculous. PetSmart, Sam's Club. So that's kind of nice. So if you're expecting to get anything from those stores on Black Friday, it'll be on actual Black Friday. Yay! Oh, man. Yeah. So those are some things to be aware of. But yeah, that's the first place that I go. I like checking out some of the news and things that are getting ready to come out. And then for the actual ads, I go to bfads.net. And once again, they have things like the Super November sales event. And you can click through and see what kind of deals they have. 75-inch for $400 off, but they don't tell you what the actual price is. Samsung 58-inch. That's not bad. That's not a bad deal right there. $579 for a 58-inch, and it comes with a soundbar. It guarantee it's their low-level soundbar. I mean, $119 for the regular price of the soundbar. Yeah. Nah. Not for me, but if some of y'all are into that, that's cool. $279 for a 50-inch Vizio. Vizio's not a bad brand. However, be aware that this is like their D series. Personally, I am more into their M series or P series. Those are the ones that I think are really great. They are the ones that generally have the both Dolby Vision and HDR10. I don't know if they have HLG, but I do need to do a little more research on that. However, $279 for a 50-inch 4K. Once again, Vizio is a pretty decent brand to as far as like the budget 4K TVs. They're pretty good. This is actually a pretty decent price. I mean, you get For $2.99, you get the 1 TB Xbox One S, which also has a 4K Blu-ray player in there, just so y'all know. It also includes 3 months of Xbox Live and 3 months of their Game Pass. Game Pass basically lets you play pretty much anything you want without having to pay extra individual prices for the games that you play. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But this also comes with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Hey, what's up, Future Legend Gamer? Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you're here. I'm just talking about right now some of the places that I go for Black Friday ads and stuff like that. I'm actually seeing this pretty sweet deal here for Black Ops 4 and Destiny 2 with a Xbox One S 1 TB console, and it includes 3 months of Xbox Live and 3 months of Game Pass. Now, generally, the Xbox One S and even Xbox One X come with 3 months of Xbox Live. I mean, that's just something that they come up with. But this is a pretty sweet bundle, I think. The only thing that could make it even sweeter is adding an extra controller. But yeah, $2.99. This is starting in November. This is for Sam's Club. Yeah, this isn't necessarily their Black Friday. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's a pretty sweet deal. So this starts November 10th, as you can see right here. So that's when you can get this pretty sweet deal. Unfortunately, I won't be getting it. Number one, I don't feel like I need another console. I hardly have enough time to play on my PS4 Pro. But but I think it's a pretty sweet deal. Okay, let's keep looking at this event. Once again, this is another D series Vizio. $649 though for a 70-inch. That's not bad. That's not bad. I can't hate on that. Okay, so here's my thing about the Vizio's sound bars. I've listened to them, and in comparison to other sound bars that are even the same price, they're not that good to me. They sound a little bit muffled. Some of them sound pretty boxy. I make that sound so that you can kind of hear what I'm talking about whenever you listen. Seriously, listen and listen for the sound that's kind of like that. It's really not that good for music or movies or anything like that. It's a little annoying. For those that don't really have trained ears like I do, it might be fine, but trust me, for the same price, you can actually get better. Even though that is a pretty decent price for a 5.1 soundbar setup. That's not bad, but you could certainly, I mean, invest a little bit more money and get something better than that. Whatever. Not great deals. I'm sorry. Apple just does not do great deals for Black Friday or even their sales events. HP Pavilion 2-in-1 for $500. Not too bad. I just let's see. Eight gigs of RAM, 1 TB hard drive. I can't even read what that says. It's so blurry. That's one of the downsides of BF ads. It's not like very high resolution stuff. Ooh, blankets for $20. They look so soft. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I read 25 gig, but I couldn't read what it actually was. Because RAM is down here. I just can't read what that is saying. That's a really nice airbed for $50. Soft pillow top. Yeah, MXXY, that means nothing to me. That means nothing. Anybody need some new pots and pans? Now, I like this. This looks really nice. This nice little table set. I'm actually in the market for a dining set. $800. Not bad. I mean, well, it's only $100 off the regular price, but even still, that's pretty classy. I kind of like it. Power Cooker Plus. Okay. Here's the thing. I personally like the actual brand, which for some reason I'm having a brain fart on the name. Power Cooker is kind of like an offshoot brand. I don't know. Just get the real deal. Okay. Vacuums. That's pretty decent for a Tyson ball. Yeah, pretty decent. So how you doing, Future Legend Gamer? You having a good day? If anybody is up for some clothes. Okay, so this cracks me up. Okay, the Ion Total PA Max. All right. Good. I'm glad you're having a good day so far. I'm really glad. So all right, this looks cool, and they have them kind of yeah, tech stuff is interesting. I love tech. So I've heard these playing in different Sam's Clubs and stuff like that. And like, if you don't really care about sound quality and you just want loud, go ahead and get one of these. I mean, personally, they don't get like real loud. I mean, it's a 500 watt, but trust me, when it comes to PA specs, that's like nothing. I mean, normally you'll see like 1,000 to 2,000 watts with an internal amp for like professional PA equipment. The other thing that I don't like about it is that it's mono, but most people are listening with Bluetooth mono speakers. But this thing is pretty large and in charge. But in my opinion, if you're gonna spend $149, spend $200. Get an Ultimate Ears Mega Boom, and you're good. I mean, the Mega Boom sounds better than this joke. Even though it's pretty cool with the LED lights and everything like that. I mean, just don't... RGB isn't everything. HP Office... That's pretty decent for the OfficeJet Pro. HP printers are pretty good. They're pretty decent. They sip ink. That almost looks like 24 gigabytes of memory. But wait, how can they have how can it... That makes no sense. So you're saying it's 8 gigs of RAM, but like 24 gigs of memory. That may... I call shenanigans. Yeah. I'm calling shenanigans on that one. $16 gigs of Optane. Okay. I can see that. Optane basically helps speed up like a regular spinning disk hard drive, which is the 2 terabyte. 24 gigs of memory though. That no. With only 8 gigs of RAM. I recommend generally 16 gigs. So my son would love something like this. He's not even 2 years old, but he would love that. Whoo! Only $100 off. I mean, like I said, some of these sales besides Black Friday just really don't do a lot. Oh, my son will go crazy over this. Just because it has Paw Patrol on it. Yeah. Oh, man. An 80-inch. All right, so the difference between megabyte, gigabyte, and terabyte is that it takes 1,000 megabytes to make a gigabyte. It takes 1,000 gigabytes to make a terabyte. So terabyte is the biggest one out of that set, and then and megabytes is the lowest. And I think 1,000 terabytes, I could be wrong, but I think that's a petabyte. So I think then that's the next one up. That's the next generation, a petabyte. The smallest is megabyte. Smaller than megabyte is kilobyte. Ooh. Okay, so you can get the Dolby Atmos soundbar and all that, plus a Vizio 80-inch TV. And an E series, which is better than the D series that we saw previously, for $2,000. I mean, that's a pretty decent deal. I do have a Discord server, actually. I just haven't organized it yet. I'm wanting to get that organized before I set that up. And I'm really going to start doing Discord a little bit more when I start doing regular Twitch streaming, which is coming up soon. I've got my Twitch channel set up. That's going to be Tiger Storm Gaming. And that's where I'm probably going to start also streaming. Oh, hey, to whoever joined. I appreciate that. I just need to take the time to just set it up. But also, I'm looking at getting an Elgato so that you can actually start seeing me on stream instead of that ugly window that comes with the PlayStation when you're streaming directly from the PlayStation. All right, to whoever joined, please feel free, join me in chat. Right now, it's me and Future Legend Gamer. We're having a good time just kind of looking over some of these ads, and I'm also showing off some of the places that I like to go to research Black Friday ads, which we should be seeing some pretty good stuff coming out next week even, I think. PlayStation 4 Slim, that's not bad, but I do recommend anybody that gets like a PS4, if you're gonna get a regular PS4 instead of like a PS4 Pro or something, at least try to upgrade the hard drive to a 1 terabyte. Because 500 gigs just is not enough, especially since you have to partially load like half of your game onto the hard drive. That takes up hard drive space, and you're not gonna have too much room for too many games, and you're gonna have to start deleting stuff, and it's just not pretty. So like, at least give yourself a terabyte. That way you can get some pretty decent things. And a partridge in a pear tree. Anybody up for a 9-foot pre-lit tree. That's actually kind of pretty. Yeah, and it's a bristle instead of like the little tiny pieces of plastic that are like super thin. That looks really cool. Maybe one of these days I'll get something like that for my son. Okay, so that's not too bad. So that just came out on the 26th. So that's a 1-day sale. So that's the 10th. So future legend gamer, if you're wanting that deal on the Xbox One, you're gonna have to do that on November 10th. So single day. Oh, Lazy Boy posted their sale. Ooh, nice. And so far we've seen a lot of like holiday books. Like right now the only ads that we've actually seen for Black Friday have been Harbor Freight, Rite Aid, True Value, and Lazy Boy. I haven't. I mean, just that one on that 1-day ad. It was like $250 for a regular PS4. It's a 500 gig. I don't recommend 500 gigs. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna need to expand the hard drive. So I just say spend a little bit more money. I'm pretty certain we're gonna see some PlayStation 4 Pro bundles on Black Friday. I think we're going to see possibly some regular PlayStation ones. Last year we saw some PlayStation ones. In fact, I can even show you the sales that they had last year on PlayStation. This is not this year's. And that's the holiday toy book. Never mind. Let's see if they'll let me pull up last year's here. Yeah. Come on. I think this one has Best Buys from last year. Come on. At least it used to. Oh, choose an ad scan. No. I was able to look at it. Let's see. Okay, cool. Here we go. So this was last year's ad. See, just for the console itself, you can expect probably similar prices this year for the Xbox One S. And that was a doorbuster deal. 4K Blu-ray player last year was $100, so we can expect to see the same thing again. Those are the TV deals. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet deal, but how... let me take a look at that. I'm not seeing... I'm seeing a PlayStation 4 Pro 1 terabyte jet black console plus Destiny 2 game disc. Yeah, I'm not. They have the Forsaken collection for $40. That's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, it doesn't include the season pass. Yeah. I don't know. See, last year, Sony had a 2.1 sound system that actually sounds better than Vizio, and that's about the same price. So if you're trying to go between Vizio and Sony and you're just going to get a 2.1 system, you should get Sony. Trying to see what last year's... Oh, the NVIDIA Shield TV. That thing is worth it. My brother wants me to do a review of that. The problem is that there's so many other reviews out there for that particular thing. It's been out long enough that tons of people have done it. There's not much difference. Okay, so last year PS4 1 terabyte was $200. We might see that down to $150. We might. I mean, that wasn't a great deal at Best Buy last year. This was a better deal. It came with Madden and an extra Xbox controller. I mean, it's only the 500 gig console though, so that's the downside. We might see a repeat of that this year. And actually, BlackFriday.com is another place that I like to go, especially since it lets you see past ads. So let's see Walmart's from last year. So this is last year's. Yeah, once again, they just didn't do great sales on the PlayStation 4 last year. Good prices on games and stuff, but last year they didn't do much. I expect this year to see much better deals. So, excuse me. But yeah, that's where I get this stuff. Also, I'm going to be doing another live stream on Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday. Tuesday the 30th. all about the special event. As long as I can live stream or view the event from the Apple website. Add to your calendar. Yeah. So 10 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, October 30th. So the cool thing about this particular special event is that we're expecting to see the new iPad Pros, as well as well, I don't think we'll be seeing the regular iPad. We'll be seeing improvements to the iPad Pro. So the 12.9 inch and the rumored 11 inch, which is really the 10.5 inch, but it's going to have a smaller bezel. We'll be seeing Face ID, not just in portrait, but also in landscape. That's one of the other rumored things. They're expected to pull out of their pocket the Apple Pencil 2. And also will be expected to see maybe a refresh of the Mac Mini, and possibly some other like new laptops and things like that. So mark your calendars. I'm going to do my best to live stream the event, and you'll get to see my reactions nice and fresh, and we'll be able to talk the entire time. We'll just hang out, have some fun, and watch the Apple keynote. So that's the idea for that. Yeah, it would be sad if there's no deals on Future Legend Gamer, but I can almost guarantee you that, or I can't really say, I shouldn't really say that I can guarantee, but I really think that they're going to be having some really good sales. I mean, last year, yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, but they just didn't have it last year, the sales. But I think they're going to have some good sales this year. They're really going to try, and possibly to try and move more units and everything like that, so that they can put more of that money towards the development of the PlayStation. Also, I think I also was going to talk about my Roku Ultra experience. Man, that thing just totally destroys my old my old Premiere. I mean, the Premiere was a decent Roku. It was really decent, but this new Ultra is really quite nice. Really like the voice search capability, and I'm really looking forward to see it on my new TV. The new TV is going to be coming on Black Friday. I've already got it picked out. But this Roku Ultra is going to, I think, look pretty sweet. I am going to have to get a new HDMI cable, though. That's one of the downsides of the Roku Ultra, is that it doesn't come with an Ethernet cable or an HDMI cable. The Premiere Plus does, which is kind of interesting. It does come with an HDMI cable that is HDCP 2.2 compatible, so that's nice. But I'm a little miffed that it didn't come with the Ultra, like their flagship Roku, right? So I'm going to pick one of those up on Black Friday. That's another thing that you can always guarantee, is on Black Friday, you will be able to get an updated HDMI cable. Chances are, I mean, every year I've seen Monster put HDMI cables on sale. Monster makes some pretty solid cables. and you can get cables from other manufacturers and stuff like that for relatively cheap on Black Friday. So if you're looking to update your cable, I mean, the only way that you're going to be able to the only way you're going to be able to view things in HDR from your Roku is if your cable is able to do HDCP 2.2. Just I would say if you're not seeing HDR from your Roku or other set-top box that is capable of doing HDR content, I would go ahead and number one, make sure that your TV is able to do it, but two, go ahead and upgrade that cable. So keep that in mind. I'm really looking forward to Black Friday though. It's really honestly one of my favorite times of the year. But yeah, my Roku Ultra has been performing quite nicely. And one of the things that I do like about the Roku Ultra is its screensaver is essentially like a fish tank. It's like a saltwater fish tank. My son loves it. He loves like pointing at the different fish and stuff like that. It's really adorable. It really is. So yeah. Though unfortunately there wasn't a video today. I'm sorry about that. There just really hasn't been a whole lot coming out that I really want to talk too much about. I mean, yes, the Halloween event on Destiny is pretty cool. However, I don't feel like I could do a decent enough Destiny 2 video without an Elgato, which I currently don't have. I would love to have an at least an Elgato HD60S, and then I'll be able to start doing like Destiny content and stuff like that. I don't want to go the long way around and like record all my gaming and stuff, and then try and upload that, re-download it, edit it, and put it back up. I just that's I don't ain't nobody got time for that. So but yeah, there really hasn't been much that I have really felt like talking about. There haven't really been any movies coming out that I've really been too excited about. I mean, Venom, it looks okay, but it just doesn't feel like Venom to me. We'll see. I'll probably eventually check it out and talk about it, but there are a lot of movies that I'm looking forward to coming out this fall, and especially in December when we have Aquaman coming out. We've got Mary Poppins Returns. Yes, I'm a Mary Poppins fan. Like I love Mary Poppins. She's awesome. There's also coming out soon is the new Magical Beasts and Where to Find Them, or Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. I think that's the name of the movie. I think that's going to be fantastic, and that's definitely a movie that I'm going to see in Dolby Atmos. If you don't know what Dolby Atmos is, what Dolby Atmos does is instead of just having speakers all around the walls, you also have speakers on the ceiling. They generally fly up their subwoofers, which means that the subwoofers are hanging from the ceiling. And then instead of having a group of speakers play the same sound, which is what you generally hear in a channel setup, like 5.1 or 9.2 or things like that, Dolby Atmos basically can move a sound from speaker to speaker in different patterns. So it has a few more audio tricks and things. It really sounds like they kind of lift the roof off the place, and it gives you more immersion in sound. And it just sounds phenomenal. I mean, I went and saw the new Jurassic World in Dolby Atmos, and holy cow. When you hear that T-Rex roar, oh my goodness. Oh, it sounds phenomenal. It's just amazing. It just sends shivers down your spine. But anyways, well, my time is up. Unfortunately, this is a short live stream. I hope you had a good time hanging out with me and checking things out. Oh man, I should have enabled super chat. Oh, never mind. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up with y'all later. I hope y'all enjoyed this live stream. I certainly did. And y'all take it easy. Peace.